Our channel Essential BI. Today we are going to discuss about some topics in Power BI. In our previous session, we have discussed Power Query. Now we will discuss about Group By in Power BI, split columns, replace values. Those are the three topics which we are going to discuss in the today's session. So now start with Group By. First, we will discuss about the theory, then we will go to the practical part. So, what is the group by in Power BI? Group by is a common operation is in the data analysis that allow to use a row of the database on one or more columns that and perform the aggregations on the group data. So it means the main question about the group by is we can perform the group by one or more columns to find the aggregations, to perform the aggregations on the columns. Now, how we can use the group by in Power BI? So there are few steps to use the group by. First, we load the data, then we edit the queries, then go to the transform option. Then we will see the option of the group by. So once we will click on the group by button, then it will ask for the columns on which you want to apply the group by. Then we need to select one aggregation column on which we want to aggregate the data on basis of the summarized column. So we will do this thing in a practical way. So let's jump onto the Power BI screen. So here we have the order table. Now according to the step, I'll go with edit query, or what I can do, I can click on the transform data. So transform data, it will redirect me to the edit query. So here we can see the group by column, group by. So now the question is on which column we want to group by the data. So first of all, we need to find a column on which we want to get the group by result. So here I have the customer name and one sales amount. So I will perform the group by on customer name and sales. So now I selected that customer name. I first of all I will click on the group by icon. So it will ask me to the group by on which I want to perform the group by. Now what I need to do, it is asking me the column. This is the new column name. What is the column name? New column name. So total of the sales. I'll select total of sales. Total of sales. What operation we want to perform? I want to perform sum. On which I want to perform sum. I want to perform sum on sales. So if I will click OK, then it will give us the result of customer name sales by customer. So okay, so it has given us the sales on customer. So if we want to use that data, then we need to what we need to do, we need to close and apply. So that okay, so now only the two columns we will see in the table. It will remove all the columns except the column on which we have performed the group by. So now we what we can do, we can drag that column name, customer name and total sales. So here we have performed the sum, but apart from the sum we can use the count, average, min, max, whatever the operation the user want to perform. I'll show one more time. So what are the operations we can perform in the group by row. So here we can check sum, average, median, min, max, count row, distinct or all rows. And there are one more option here, advanced. So in advance, what we can do, we can select the multiple grouping columns. Suppose as of now we are performing only the one column group by. If we want to add one more column, so we can add column here. Now I'm going to delete this one. So that is only for the practical purpose. So now, so that was the group by function. Group by is mainly used to reduce the data and to summarize the data, like some kind of summary kind of things. So now one more thing, I'll I'm going to remove that thing, and what I can do, co copy paste. So here I will perform the group by. So that file will be saved, group by, on basis of customer name, total, total sales. Now sum of sales, sum of sales. So, and this we can save. So we have another table, so on which we will perform the another operation. So now we have the ample data here. So now coming on the split column. So I have order ID, and if I want to, I have order date, and I want to split that column. So number of the characters, we can split that column by delimiters, number of the characters, positions, by lowercase to uppercase, by uppercase to lowercase, digit to non-digit, and non-digit to digit. So we can do delimiters. I have the delimiters. So if I want to click OK, so that order date is divided into three parts: month, day, month, day, and year. So that is the split column task. If we want to split that column, any column, then we can split the column: year, day, and month. Now coming on another part, replace value. Replace value. Suppose in my first, so in the replace value, first we will go with the theory. So replace value. So same step we need to consider for the replace value. First we load the data, then identify the column to replace the value. Then we will need to perform the replace value. Okay, those are the columns. So those columns, those process we have already followed. So what we can do, we can just identify the column on which we want to perform the replace value. So here we have one value. I need to select one value here from here, copy, and go to the replace value to find. I'm going to replace this value to ABC. So now there are two values in the customer ID which have that value. So that is the replaced. So now after doing any kind of the operation in the Power BI, we need to do close and apply, because close and apply, it will save your operation, whatever the operation you have performed in the Power BI Power Query. So in this video we have covered three things: group by, split columns and replace value. I hope you like the video, and to watch more content, please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.